morning friends, let's have a pre-market checkup on a global market. First to start with, the US markets ended 77 points up on the Dow Jones. Factory output data was better than the analyst estimates. That just adds that the strengthening of the US economy is for real. As well as the Janet Yellen has also marked in this in a speech that the recovery would be smooth, it would be better than estimates, but low interest rates might stay for this year as well. This has led to also the Asian indices like Hang Seng and Nikkei are trading flat right now, almost 30-35 points up. Shanghai is 10 points up. That's the same case in our Singapore Nifty, which is almost on flattish. That is a 3.5-4 points up. So it will be a kind of a flat opening after what we saw 500 points jump in the Sensex in the past two sessions. Friends, on the FII buying figures, yesterday they bought 621 crores of provisional buying figures. Whereas DIIs, they have 48 crores worth of selling provisional figures. This says that in between FIIs had sold certain shares after the budget. But in last one or two sessions they have shown again a buying strength in the Indian market. Yesterday we saw good buying in banking as well as infra stocks as well. So friends, that's it we have from the global market. Now I'll give it to Sadhana for the derivatives checkup. Thanks.
Good morning friends, let's have a view on derivatives. Yesterday's trading session turned out to be a fabulous trading session for the Indian equity markets, as we have seen that after a positive start, Nifty continued its journey towards northward direction, as many of the blue chip counters like IDFC, Hindalco, Axis Bank, ICICI Bank, BHEL, they were up by approximately 5 to 10%, which helped the Nifty to trade above the mark of 7,600, and Nifty finally snapped its session with a significant gain of more than 1%. In this period, we have seen that long positions were built up, as around 4.33 lakh shares were added in open interest, approximately 8,600 contracts were added, along with Nifty futures price increased by approximately 100 rupees. On the other hand, cost of carry increased by 64% from 3.62% to 5.95%. And Nifty futures premium also increased from 11 points to 19 odd levels. On the options front, PCR is increased significantly from 0.68 to 0.78, which is clearly indicating that put option has seen good build-up in yesterday's trade. Volatility, India Index also was down by approximately 0.27% from 40.77 to 14.73. In yesterday's trade, we have seen that unwinding activity taking place in call options, strikes of 7,600, 7,700 followed by 7,800. And now put option earlier 7,500 stands with good number of shares in open interest, but in yesterday's trade we have seen that 7,600 has the highest number of shares in open interest in percentage terms, as we have seen that more than 28 lakhs contracts are available in 7,600 put option. There are 5 securities in manipulated today. One is Dish TV, second is GMR Infra, third is HDL, fourth is Indian Real Estate, and fifth is Unity. Yesterday, FIs were net buyers of more than 1900 odd crores in future and option segment, but there were net sellers of 24 crores in DEX futures. There were net buyers of 1237 crores in DEX options. There were net buyers of 741 crore in stock futures, and there were net sellers of 2 crore in stock options. Our 5-day CVF stands at 7545. Lower range for the market would be 7545. As yesterday also we have seen that markets bounce back sharply from 7545 odd levels. So this might act as a strong support for today's trade. And high range would be 7,700. Singapore Nifty is down by marginally by 50 points, which is at 7655. We may see a flattish opening in Nifty futures today. That's it from derivatives. Thank you.
Hello friends, welcome back. Let's have a pre-market action checkup on the actionable ideas, then the watch list, and followed by the news and updates from the economy as well as the company-wise. On the first long update idea we have is McLeod Russell, CMP 280. The Kenya Tea Development Agency indicated that the tea farmers can expect better returns this year as the prices have firmed up, as well as the reduced supply of tea occasioned by the current cold season. That's definitely a big shot in the arm for the tea producers worldwide. Action to be taken according to this news. McLeod Russell is a stock that would benefit it. Stop loss 274, target 288 and 294 on the upside. This is a watch list what we have for today. The stocks with positive bias, we have Z Entertainment, Adani Port, India Cements and Tata Steel. These are the stocks that can trade with the positive bias. Now stocks with negative bias, we have PFC, REC and LIC Housing. The stocks looking weak for the intraday basis. Friends, results to watch out. We have Bajaj Auto, first quarter estimate 8.19 billion rupees. We have TCS, estimated 48.9 billion. Even the market rumors are predicting that TCS would better this results as well. Then we have Mindtree, estimated 1.25 billion rupees. We have Rallis India and DB Corp. Friends, on the QIPs and the fundraising, South Indian Bank decides to raise 200 million rupees via the QIP. Also, J. Kumar Infra QIP issue opens. Now, the kind of floor price is 309.98. This is would be a one to watch out for as the focus has shifted to infrastructure sector. Adani Group is also seeking a share approval to raise 16,000 crores. Now, this one to expand for the Adani enterprise as well as to special financial instruments which the group is looking at. Friends, sources said that 1.8 crore shares of block deal in M&M is going to happen today. The price range is 1135 to 1208. And Goldman Sachs is a bankers to the deal. IDFC is agreed to prune the foreign shareholding in its company by another 1% to 50.5%. As part of the company's plan to kind of pare its holding to 49% to run the banking services according to the regulations by the RBI. Government relaxed contract timelines on Reliance new oil fields. This definitely is a big development, positive development for Reliance Industries as it's facing kind of penalties and the production shortfall. Now it's seeking an additional timelines to relax and produce from the kind of discoveries worth $1.5 billion. FTS sold additional 4% stake in the MCX, now reducing its holding to just 20%. According to what the SEBI directive is, they are kind of selling it and the holding remains only 20% in the latter. The Department of Disinvestment has kickstarted the process of 5% kind of stake sale in the ONGC, and they are inviting bids from the merchant bankers as well. The next news updates, Kotak Mahindra Bank proposes to raise the ceiling for the FII limit to 40% from the current 37% to help with the RBI directive. Now this move would lead to more kind of buying in the stock as kind of an annual general meeting the shareholder has also approved the resolution. Thank you friends, that's all what we have from the pre-market action. Have a nice trading session.